Thank you, and welcome to another episode of the Carolina Otaku Podcast. I'm Afro, and I'm here with my co-host,
Lexi.
And as you guys can see, we have a special guest here with us. Somebody that some of y'all might know from the cosplay world. Some of y'all might not know from the cosplay world. You know what I mean? He was everywhere. You know what I mean? With this crazy cosplay that he had and everything. He still continue to do that whenever he gets the chance to and all that. So I want my guest to go ahead and introduce himself. Tell us a little bit about yourself and we can go ahead and get started.
All right, what's up, everybody? I am UwuPapi's, the best tank in the world, because no one can stop me. That's the intro. I always stick with for a minute.
Yeah.
Besides, I've been cosplaying for a long time, close to 10 years. Now I just realized I've been close to 10 years. I'm a big gamer, love video games. I've been streaming on multiple platforms with the same name with a 760 behind it. I use the word nerd lightly because, the more I get into it, I feel like there's more people that just out nerd me, and I just kind of feel like I just stick to. I watch a little anime, but I'm a very big gamer at heart, like a huge gamer at heart.
Okay, awesome. So you guys know how we usually start these off. We usually go with what we've been up to. So Lexi, do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You go first, because I seem like I always go first. So
Jesus Christ, what have I been up to? Started a new job, and I don't want to say too much, but I think I work in a sweatshop. Oh, I think I work in a sweatshop, and it's cool. Doing IT stuff for them is something different, but I don't know. It's cool. It's a job. I hate having to say that because it sounds so fucking miserable, but it's a job. Can't sit here and complain. I got something going on and I can pay my fucking mortgage. So there we go. That's all I've been up to, and it's starting to get hot here in Carolina. So
it is.
Your turn, Lexi.
I really haven't been up to much. In my garden still. Sunflowers are now coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome. I didn't think I was gonna get anything this season, but luckily those are there. Tomatoes are starting to flower, so we'll see if we actually get tomatoes or not.
Nice.
Yep. And then I am going on vacation next week, so that's what I've been preparing for. And I'm going to Disney, so I haven't been since I was 10 or 12. So
you hitting up Universal or Disney World?
I'm hitting up Disney World. I went to Universal 2 years ago. I did the Harry Potter experience. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. That should be a good time. I know you're going to be shipping stuff back, so that should be fun.
You're right.
Awesome. So let's just go ahead and get into this meat and potato shit. I usually have screenshots and shit, but since we got a guest, I kind of just want to, get into shit. You know what I mean? So I guess I'll start off with, you said that you use the word nerd lightly and stuff. So I asked, how long have you been actually going to conventions? And do you actually remember your first convention that you actually went to?
This is been going to convention for 10 years. The first one was actually MomoCon back in 2015. And I've been,
okay.
MomoCons are kind of don't miss. I was close to missing it this year. With it being my first con, and it's the first con that went viral, kind of owe that con something. And then with them recognizing me on the 2019 history, I was like, okay, y'all got my heart now. So that's a con I'm just basically married to.
So if you guys don't know, I'm gonna call it out because he's not gonna call it out. If you went to MomoCon this year, he is on the poster, you guys. He is there. And I have been to MomoCon with him when he is cosplay as a Baku. It is very interesting to see the amount of people that will stop him and take pictures with him and be like, he looks like Mbaku, because he really does. So
yeah.
Anyways, that's my little spill homework. So
that's awesome, man. That is awesome. What was the? So I don't want to get straight into the Mbaku stuff because I know that's going to be, But what was the kind of push for you to start cosplaying? Were you just let me just give this a try and see what happens? Or was it just a certain character you would just I'm going to try this character first and then see the response from it or anything like that?
it was weird because I never grew up in my family. My family's, was a religious household, Christian. So I didn't celebrate Halloween growing up. So I remember I always wanted to like cosplay at Halloween parties. I just never had the opportunity to. But I would just go with, something very, party city, just keep it moving. But I said I would love to go as, during the time it would be like a Bleach character or a Naruto character. There wasn't much option back when I was like partying.
Right.
Partying and such. So then I think when I went to MomoCon my first year, and I said, okay, this is pretty dope. This is back when Attack on Titans was like super big, so it was the troops all over the place. And I was like, man, I want to be, amongst them. And I remember they got in a group. They were singing the intro song and everything. It was just it was like, with that being my first con and growing up in a small town where there's not a lot of places where people could really express cosplay or any kind of, Eastern nerd culture in any form. Going to that con, it just really like blew my mind, just seeing like-minded people. I remember I was there all day just playing a bunch of video games with everybody. And that's back when the con was at the college too, and they just MomoCon just been growing as years go by.
Okay. Do you like the growth? Like, do you like seeing the growth, or are you like, damn, this is a lot of damn people now?
I like seeing the growth.
Okay.
I feel like that's a good con for somebody's first con experience. I think MomoCon is a good con. It didn't get big enough to the point that it's becoming overwhelming. So I will say MomoCon is the first con because I think it's a decent first con for everybody, and a lot of you can bring your family there and be, somewhat decent. For Dragon Con, I would not bring like any little kids there. That's just me personally. People will argue back and forth about that, but that's just me personally.
And we talked about Dragon. It's what, 4 different floors of stuff?
It's 5 different hotels.
Yeah.
It's 5 different hotels?
Yeah. So I made that mistake. So like going from like a small regional con and going to Dragon Con, like if that's your next con. Oh, I made that mistake. That was so overwhelming. Like I haven't been back since. I want to go back, but like it's huge.
It's a con that
and
you
that's
have to
normal,
be prepared
like,
for.
4 days.
It's 5 days.
And it's like a normal 4 days? Oh, it's 5 days.
Yeah.
Damn. 5 days.
Labor Day weekend. Yeah.
Shit. I see why the tickets are so much. Okay. All right. Damn. I wanted to go to Dragon Con. MomoCon was a lot for me just in general. And I went to MomoCon to play in a TCG tournament the year that I went. So it was a lot. And I was, man, nothing. Look, I know you know where you are and stuff. I am not a fan of that Georgia traffic or those roads.
I put it like this: the older I got, the more I start sticking to things walking distance. That I got a new trick now. I just park my car at a friend of mine apartment complex that's gated and just take an Uber to the hotel and just do the walking from there. Parking is insane too. If you want to pay for convenience, it's there, but it's gonna really rack up some money.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Was there a certain cosplay that you did do that you were like, that we all know about the M'Baku one, but was there another cosplay that you did you were just like, I really like this shit, and maybe it didn't get like, as popular as that one, but was it one that you were just like, yeah, this one, you looked yourself in the mirror, you were like, oh yeah, this one hits, I like this one.
It's fun. I love my Ruby. I did Yang for Ruby, and I love that cosplay so much because I was heavy on Ruby, watching Ruby at the time.
Yeah,
and I remember just playing the soundtracks while I used to work out a lot, preparing for the cosplays coming up. So I like the Yang cosplay is very like sentimental to me because I really feel like that's why I really broke my shell from cosplaying. Because before I did Yang, I did Shoma for God Eater, and I did the Fallout 4 Soul Survivor. So Yang basically made me feel like I really feel like I just broke out my shell. With it being a gender bent costume, it was just something bold for me to take, and that really made me feel confident about cosplaying after that.
Gotcha. How do you get over the, I guess, the nerves of like doing that first cosplay or doing a cosplay and you're like, oh shit, I don't want to look like, I don't want to look crazy.
Right.
I don't want to look like, you know, I mean, you're not going to be really out of place because you're going to a place where everybody else is doing it. But in your mental, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, how, like, where's the confidence, you know, come from when you put on everything and you see yourself?
It's kind of weird because I think that I have so much, I feel weird going to cons when I don't cosplay to a point. So
Word.
I think that why it kind of like, I kind of feel out of place when I'm not in cosplay at cons. So I think because of that, the confidence just kind of just makes the kind of experience better for me with the just in cosplay period.
Gotcha. Okay. So is there ever a time you're ever going to a con just like in regular clothing?
Oh, I did it. I do it unless I have multiple cosplays planned for the whole weekend. I'm not. I used to wear the same cosplay multiple times. I do not recommend it. It's a lot of cleaning, it's a lot of spraying, and I remember each day just spraying the disinfectant just to feel somewhat clean and you know, and some of the sweaty armor I was wearing, especially in the Baku cosplay. That MomoCon did it 3 days straight. So I said after that it just be a 1 day thing. So I try to get enough cosplays, like light enough cosplays to get me through the weekend before I do like a big one.
Gotcha. All right. And what's your usual planning for a cosplay? Like, are you months ahead, or you know? Yeah.
Somewhat like close to like it's months, but closer to a year. I'll say, because now you know, like my journey to cosplay in the future, I just said I don't see enough Black people cosplaying characters from this series, or I don't see Black people cosplay, you know, these type of characters. So I said, let me go ahead and that kind of, you know, helped me to know what I'm gonna do for future cosplay from now on. Gotcha. So that's like for my future, but like, but I put like this. I have like cosplays planned for like the next 2 years, just because I'm just making the checklist that way. Yeah. And I'm not cosplaying as much, so I try to make sure I make the cosplays.
Yes, I brought you the real deal Holyfield. Yes, there you go.
Damn, 2 years?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Wow. Are you buying stuff? Or are you kind of making
it's commission. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the when you're trying to find that person to do that commission work for you, are you just like randomly just on Instagram and you're just like, well shit, I like the way, you know, this person put shit together?
It was all right. So it's funny, when the first Black Panther movie came out, it was a post in the Facebook group. I do not want to give it no kind of attention, so I'm just gonna say a post on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
And it went surprisingly viral, and people was already just shoving, like, you can get your boots from here, you can get your armor from here, and they were just like throwing things at me. Then, you know, one person, he asked me about doing the cosplay, and I said, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I always get my things, you know, made for me. He said, oh, I know somebody for you, and he just sent me this one particular cosplay commission on WonderWoo on IG. I just saw all his art, and I was like, oh, I think he can pull this off and be super accurate. And then we just contact each other, and we just build that relationship from just like doing a lot of my cosplays for him.
That's amazing. Networking is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. Love that. That's great. Would you usually, do you think that if somebody is going into the realm of cosplaying, do you think them stepping their foot and trying to make their own first would be a good thing, or should they kind of, I guess it depends on, you know, individual person, but you know,
I put like this, it's going to be some form of stress when you get into cosplay, but whatever avenue is going to be less stressful for you, especially in this time of age and this economy when people have to work more than needed to. So having the free time to work on all your hobbies and still, you know, be logically, you know, what you got going on with your life. You know, I just tell everybody just, you know, long as your heart is in the right place. Personally, I advise buying first, just to get that, just like buying like a expensive outfit for the weekend. Just
right.
Look at it that way. and that's how you get your feel for it first. Because one thing about it, you do not want to put. It's really discouraging sometimes when you make something and then rather it falls apart when it's at a con. It just doesn't turn out right as more wear and tear goes down, or it doesn't get the reaction that that you hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends on where you cosplaying from, like in your art.
Gotcha. Okay. Damn. Okay. All right. I like that.
All right, I got questions.
Shoot.
Sir, you've been asking them all. Thank you.
Hey, hey, go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
All right. So, like, we know, like, as like the last few years, cosplay has like exploded like into popularity, and like now everybody and their mom is trying to get into cosplay. But do you think, like, what would your advice be to somebody that's like shy, introverted, and wants to get into cosplay and doesn't know where to start?
As messed up as it sounds, I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna be real with everybody. In the way the internet acts now, you have to have like really thick skin to get into cosplay. I'm just gonna be real with you. The world is not gonna it's not gonna cuddle your feelings. There's some cruel people out there that just they get a laugh and they get a adrenaline just for making people miserable. And just you gotta just be prepared for people out there like that. Like I said, I saw a negative comment in my Baku cosplay. I just let you just be if I got a negative comment on that cosplay, it's fair game for anybody else. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I think everybody have to prepare. Especially if you want to do like a cosplay page and you want to put yourself out there on social media. Just be. It's like I said, it sounds messed up, but if you have thick skin, it's an easier hobby to get into.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's messed up, but that's just what it is.
Everybody's a critic nowadays.
Everybody is a critic. And like, if you're gonna do anything online, you just generally just have to have thick skin because not everybody's gonna agree with you. It's just how it is.
Us doing this podcast. Look,
I know.
I read the shit.
I read these comments this morning. I was just like,
if somebody calls me that bald-headed ass motherfucker, what's that nigga's name? Jaden? What is his name?
Gideon.
Gideon? Yeah, Gideon. If somebody, whatever his name is, if somebody call me this shit one more time, we're gonna have a fucking problem, right? So, yeah, man. Everybody has a damn opinion about every fucking thing.
Yeah.
So, you're right. Thick skin is definitely needed in anything that you do nowadays, for sure. Yeah. Especially if you're putting yourself out there and something that you're proud of. There's always going to be other people that are either it's hate, either they don't understand it, or they're just rude and just angry individuals.
Yeah.
And it's really nothing that you can, not much you can do about that, but just brush that shit off and just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, because the positive is going to be there, but it always tends to be like that one negative always tends to make it, much, not gonna say much, it's not, I'm gonna say it's little, but that one negative can really just stain something, an all white room, that one stain can really just throw it off. And I just want just people to be prepared for, there are like, legit, like good people in the community, but just be prepared. That's the people I don't have to warn you for. I don't have to warn you about the good, to be honest with you. You're just going to just embrace it and just enjoy it. So that's why I stick to that.
Gotcha.
To that saying.
Okay. Speaking of like the people within the community that, kind of embrace you and will kind of tell you like, oh man, that looks amazing, that looks dope, and all that stuff. Based off your and actually let's kind of just get into it now. So then Baku cosplay, right? Yeah. All right. I don't know where to start. So first of all, how long did it take to get everything for that cosplay?
For me to personally, think it took the second one. It took about 11 months for them to get the stuff together. The first one I think was like 8 months.
8 months, okay. And did you get this done with the person that you were just talking about? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man. Okay. 11 months. You get the cosplay. I mean, of course, you try it on beforehand and all that stuff. when you were trying it on, testing it and stuff like that, were you like, damn,
Yeah.
I really look like that nigga?
And it's weird enough. It's like that's the only time I feel like I look like him is when I wear the cosplay or I have the haircut. It's just one of the two. Because like when it went, I didn't see it. I remember going into the movies with a group of friends, and before we knew of the actor in the movie, I was going to there. I'm just like cutting up, blah blah blah. Leave the movie, and there's a cutout board of him near the bathroom. I went to go use the bathroom. I'm like, oh, y'all look alike. And I still haven't seen it. I haven't seen it then. There's somebody, a really close friend of mine, he posted my picture, did a side by side with Winston Duke, and posted in that, in that Facebook group. And everybody said, oh, I see it. I see it. I still didn't see it then. But when I put on the cosplay and had the haircut, I was just like, okay.
Yes.
That's what I see it.
Yeah, okay. All right. And so got the cosplay and stuff. So we get to MomoCon, and I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. Were you bum rushed like when people saw you, or was it kind of like a gradually like more people were just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, there's a motherfucker who really looks like that dude.
I can tell you, it started as soon as I got to the hotel lobby. Before I walked to the con, it started at the hotel lobby. And walking to the con, walking through Centennial Park, I was just getting stopping for pictures before I even got to. So yeah, it really, as soon as I remember just stepping out the elevator, it's the AC Hotel, step out the elevator. Oh, can I get a picture? Can I get it?
That's pressure. That is such pressure. That is so pressure. Oh my God, that's pressure. All right, so were you with like a group of people at like were you with like your group of friends and stuff?
When I first put it on, I had one of my close friends with me, my homie Nate. He was with me for a minute, and then Lacey and Boris, they came later on. I had a room right down the street, so I met them at a restaurant across the street at the con, and just so after I ran into them, I was just with them for majority of the
word.
And I would say Boris was a big help during all that.
He was on manager mode for Marcus.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Boris, I know you in this shit. I know you watching this. Good shit, man. Good look. I know you in here.
I swear, like the whole relief just came as soon as I ran into them. It made the experience a whole lot better.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so this opens up a whole bunch of other shit. So is Boris just like throwing people out of the way and like pushing people out? What's he doing?
No. So he was just more like people will stop Marcus to take pictures, right? Yeah. And so like Marcus has stuff with him, so he'll like grab Marcus stuff and hold it while people will take pictures with him and make sure that he like decent, like cosplay was together and like he had water and everything of that nature. That's what he was doing.
Boris was a manager.
Yes. Yes.
Good look. That is crazy.
And after that day, I said I would not cosplay without pockets ever again. But that was.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
You didn't have a backpack or anything?
I had a backpack, but I don't. Yeah. Sometimes like taking it on and off, especially when you're wearing like certain cosplays, like especially with armor in particular. I'm just concerned about just tearing things up and just any kind of damage.
Damn. So with they just flocked in the hotel. That's crazy. Okay, so have you met? From this cosplay and from this like viral cosplay, have you met like crazy big cosplayers that you were just like, oh shit, or just people that you were just like, oh shit?
I actually met a lot of the bigger popular Atlanta cosplayers that I always, I could say looked up to and just saw they working and was really, respected in the community. So that cosplay did get me. This particularly Atlanta scene, because when I first, I always just did cons in Georgia. Mm-hmm. So my first con was like DreamCon, like 2022. So I was that's my first like out of state con. So I was just mostly just a Georgia, just linked in with everybody in the Georgia area.
Gotcha. Was that the first year for DreamCon 2022?
It was 2019 is their first year, I think. think it's the second year we went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
first went.
All right. Damn. Okay. Okay. And how was that? How was that just whole out of state journey kind of, flying? And I take it that you took that cosplay with you and stuff, or did you not take it with you?
So during that time, my apartment had an apartment fire.
Oh shit!
In the end of 2022. So
yeah.
All my cosplays, and it was crazy because I just took them out of storage like 2 weeks and put it in the apartment.
Man.
So like all my cosplays was in that. Like I lost everything during that time. Only thing that was salvaged was a skateboard for some reason.
Crazy.
That's so weird.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I couldn't wear that particular one the following years because of that, but I did wear the armor for the second movie at DreamCon last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And does it still gravitate people? Like it even still to this day still gravitates?
Yeah. I don't think it's not quite as big like it was back then. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I think it was just a different. I think cons and before the pandemic was just a different type of energy. It's
yes.
very things are kind of calm.
Yes.
Like they just kind of like toned down a bit compared before a pandemic. Cons was just like real. It's still fun now, but it's a different type of fun.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. And this was did you do DreamCon this year too or no?
No, I wasn't able to do it this year. So I just did MomoCon.
Just did MomoCon. Okay. All right. And what have you been to any other cons within the Georgia area or?
Yeah. I've been to AWA. It's a con in December. It used to be in September, then moved to October. Now it's in December. It's not really. I personally, a lot of people have a cult following. Personally, not interested anymore. It just. It felt like I went last year when they changed the location. It just felt like just felt sad, kind of. And somebody going to tell you something completely different.
Yeah,
that's just for me personally. I'm going to DreamHack again this year, just to
when is that?
Halloween weekend, if I remember right. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been to DreamHack the past 2 years, so this will be my third one.
Awesome. And I guess, oh man, I got to go back to the M'Baku real quick. So with the M'Baku cosplay, I guess, when you got the haircut, like, was it something different that you, like, when you saw yourself with the haircut and stuff like that, were you just like, yo, this is crazy? Because have you ever gotten, like, the shaved on the side with the, have you ever done anything like that?
Actually, yeah, I did. I had like, back during the what was it? The era, the Travis Porter Rich Kids era with the little like the little slutty mohawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could find that picture, but I had one of those. So.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess another question I gotta ask, man.
No, I got one. Hold on. Wait a minute. So are we getting more Fallout cosplays? Because I like Fallout. We both like Fallout. I want those. Thank you.
Well, since I've been playing the fourth game, I've been thinking about doing a Fallout cosplay. Since I've been playing I've really been enjoying Fallout 4.
That was it.
That's all I wanted to know.
That was the question. Jesus Christ. Okay. So are you a person that likes to keep your cosplays like under wraps until you like reveal them?
Yeah. Boris knew, like close homies, they know who I'm working with. Only thing I really teased was the M'Baku, but everybody knew was coming eventually. So that's the only thing I really like tease. But everything else I kind of just wait till a con happens to debut it. I did say after Dragon Con I was going to start just working with photographers and just getting a portfolio done, like the really professional cosplay, the big one. So I'm going to start that at the end of this year. Just get all my cosplay and just take like crazy photos.
Speaking of cosplay photography, because I used to be a photographer. And are you a fan of the cosplay photography look when they add like the special effects and stuff like that, or do you like it more kind of just like really take in the cosplay instead of like having, you know, like a whole bunch of stuff in the background? Or do you like that kind of background type of look when they add certain things in the editing and stuff, or you just like a simple, like, you know?
It kind of depends, because I remember there was some backgrounds they used my M'Baku I just wasn't a fan of. So it just it was just very distracting. It just like, not to be, you know, I was just like, okay, it's kind of like too much going on. It's not a good picture of me, but you know, I appreciate it. But you know, it's just it kind of, to me, is more like less is more if you do it. I seen like one guy did a great job, and I think he went like really over the top with it. And I think like that's like one I really like. But just for me personally, if you got that art in you, you know, do it up. But you just, for me personally, I just like a little bit of it.
I would think that if I'm thinking from a photographer aspect, and you wanted to get a good shot of M'Baku, I'm thinking like, give me just like black background, cloth, of course, no paper, and you want a lot of accent. Does he wear a lot of I guess like, he doesn't wear like a lot of gold and stuff like that, does he? No. Okay. But it's a lot of earth tone browns and stuff like that. That black background with those darker browns, kind of putting a spotlight on those darker browns with the hair light in the back, kind of off to the side. And he has his staff kind of like almost like a 45, like getting that type of shot.
Sounds like you found your photographer. There you go.
I don't shoot anymore. So I don't shoot anymore. But when I think about like cosplay stuff, because I wanted to get into it, what I was doing was looking at other people's stuff and being like, damn, is that how shit really supposed to look like? So it was me comparing the stuff that I do to somebody else, or the ideas that I had to somebody else's stuff. And then I guess kind of bringing myself down and be like, nah, man. Because the simple stuff. Yeah.
Personally, with your black background, one of my favorite M'Baku pictures is just an all black background.
Yeah.
Because it like everything that you brought up, it basically said like the light had a white light.
Oh, so like I said, you found your photographer.
Yeah.
You know, that it looked very like movie poster-ish kind of.
Yeah.
And that's
what I'm thinking about. Yeah. And it's, you know, I know some people, a lot of the cosplay photographers that you see at cons do everything outdoors and stuff, and it looks corny as shit. Get into this pose, and it just looks so bad sometimes. And I'm just like, if you were to get this person in a studio and really took the time to shoot them, you would get some really good shit. Like really good shit. Like I think especially tall cosplay does really well because it's in your face, right? So like doing an M'Baku or Resident Evil woman.
Oh, the one that everybody fan.
Yes, finding like her with the painted gray and stuff like that on like a red background because she has the red lipstick to offset that. Like it's just shit like that, man. Like, and I don't think motherfuckers be thinking like that. You know, I know I'm not crazy.
So, sound like you going back into like photography for cosplay? Is that what it sounds like?
Too expensive, yo. If I could, honestly, I
got a Sony mirrorless camera here for you.
Shut up. What are you about to say? What are you about to say?
When was the last time you did photography? Like, was it years ago?
The last thing I remember doing was I took photos of. I did some car photography that I took some pictures of and did some editing with that. And I did some photos of my sister wanted photos for her birthday. So I did some of those too in North Carolina when she was living here. And the big thing that I wanted with that was just like bright colors. You know, it's a birthday, supposed to be bright, supposed to be vibrant and stuff like that, you know, and that was kind of the last thing I did. I did a couple landscape stuff, just like, you know, just tripod, letting it sit, timer, doing it in 3 different, damn, I forgot. Apertures of like doing like a -1, 0, and then a +3, combining those to get like a HDR photo manually instead of using the camera settings. So yeah, that's kind of like the last thing that I have done, but that was like, oh my gosh, maybe like almost 3-4 years ago now. I think I don't know. I do think that a lot of people, that anybody can pick up a camera. Anybody can pick up a fucking camera. I've seen it, right? But it takes somebody to want to learn how to use it well to actually really get good shit and understand lighting and f-stops and all that shit. But yeah, man, that shit will look great on that black background. Even if it's just, I'm sorry, I'm getting into shit. Sorry.
I know it's crazy you say that because a lot. I'm not trying to make fun of shorter people, but when short people take my cosplay, they're not aware of like my ankles. Uncomfortably huge in some pictures. Yeah. I'm just like,
yeah, you're like,
do I really look like that in y'all vision? I really hope I don't.
It's like they're looking up at you and they're shooting like this, and they don't want to get like a step stool or something to meet you at eye level. Even if it's like coming down at an angle, being taller gives a different aspect to shit because you're looking down on them, and that's like a good just look. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. Yeah, for sure.
I was honestly, I would tell you this, as a cosplayer, we love just a random stop. I get a picture by any photographer. We that if you want to cheer somebody today as photographer, just that random, hey, can I get a picture? Stop, just something simple. As cosplayers, they very appreciate it, and they'll take and share. They really enjoy it. Me personally, I don't like seeing pictures of myself really enough. Like I don't use a real profile picture on my Facebook page. It's for like almost years now. It's just I see myself in the mirror enough, so I don't really share that many pictures of myself. I remember somebody said, your pictures all on the internet, and that was like, it was not because I shared them, because somebody else was sharing them. Right. I don't share my pictures like that. It's just a weird thing with me personally.
Hold on, I'm gonna segue really quick. Sure. So, fun fact, if you didn't know, there was once a time where if you put in M'Baku, instead of seeing Winston Duke, you would see him.
Oh, he was that. He was like in that. That's pressure. That is pressure, man.
Yes. So we're going to give him his flowers.
Yeah, that's pressure. Damn. Can I ask you one more question? This might be kind of like a personal question.
No. Honestly, personally, y'all can lay it on me. Y'all good.
All right. Damn. All right. I want to make this right. Did the women flock to you? Did they flock to you? Because you're tall. You a tall motherfucker, man.
Okay, hold up. I never told you the story, bro, because I'm going to tell you now. So, like, I have a picture of him in his cosplay.
Yeah.
And I'm standing beside him, right?
Yeah.
And, like, a coworker of mine that saw the picture, like, I was flipping through some pictures at work. She saw him. She was like, oh, who is he?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, he's one of my cosplay friends. And she was like, oh. And she was like, what's his Facebook? I want to look him up. Like, I want to add him. Like, I want to talk to him. I was like, girl, you were like not in his age group. What are you doing?
So
they were flocking. Like they would conjugate, and
I'll put it like this. During that whole experience, I think that I was never prepared how many people was going to react to it like the way it was. Like I said, it's going to be a good turnout. It's going to be, I said it's going to be pretty cute. It's going to be, and then I think I remember just like, as soon as I got like to the courtyard of the con, and it just the chants start happening, and I'm like, oh
shit,
this is not. I was not ready for this.
Shit,
because it's funny because I was at the con Thursday, not in cosplay, just wearing regular shit, with like 390 some followers on IG, and Thursday, like nobody. I'm seeing these people. No, nobody's like talking. 'Cause I don't know them. We're not like basically that cosplay basically kind of cemented me in the Georgia cosplay scene. So I'm like running to the same people. I've seen their faces, and I'm like, I wonder how Friday going to be. So when I put on the cosplay Friday, I was just like, oh, I did not know it was going to be like extremely night and day.
What? So you said that you had 300. What did you go, like, what did you end up with after the convention? Like,
that's why I got to like 2,200 or something. Yeah. Yeah,
That
basically like 20K increase. Like not 20K, but 2K increase. Yeah, 2K.
wow.
And it was mostly like before then, I was just mostly just most people that was following just like Ruby cosplayers because I did the Yang cosplay before that. So I was just basically like doing like this. That's a cosplay I really like shared a lot, ironically. So I was like kind of submitted in the Ruby cosplay scene, and then after that cosplay, it just kind of just changed the whole my whole algorithm.
That's wild. That is wild. And you said, and you did say that you stream and stuff like that. Are you just what are you playing right now while you stream?
All right, so this game called Rematch just came out on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the soccer Rocket League. So I'm gonna be streaming that like hardcore. Starting a few days from now, like Thursday or something. But I actually like I have really really bad ADD with gaming. Like I would really just stream like on can I say other platforms or y'all particularly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Like on TikTok, I stream mostly just like Fallout because everybody just loves watching the Fallout gameplay over there.
I like his Fallout content. Yeah.
But on Twitch that's what I do. Like mostly just if it's in my mind to play it, I'm gonna just stream it. Mostly lately, it's been a lot of Fortnite. Surprisingly,
I've been playing that lately too. Could they put Hank in the game?
It's crazy. I never thought that I would be enjoying the game like I am now. Because I was just playing it just to play with friends, but now I'm really starting to enjoy Fortnite.
Yeah.
But like my favorite genre of gaming is RPGs. So I love RPGs.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there anything that you're looking forward to?
This year is kind of weak to me. So many surprise.
Damn,
like, well, there's Pokemon ZA. I'm a Pokemon fan. Like the 760 behind the UwuPapi is Beware's Pokédex, and that's my favorite Pokemon. So I really love Pokemon. So I'm gonna buy anything almost Pokemon related. So Pokemon ZA, I'm definitely getting. And Borderlands 4, I think that's like the only two so far this year that I'm hyped about.
Do you plan on getting the Switch too?
Okay, I don't have a PS5 yet, so that's the problem. That's how so I'll put it like this: if they said I can get one for free, I would definitely get a Switch 2 before I get a PS5.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need, for essential purposes, for like a streamer and just for gaming with just like in a social aspect, I need a PS5, but I want a Switch 2.
Yeah, gotcha. And I'm sorry to get off topic here. So we had a couple showcases that came on. Xbox showcase.
That was ass. PlayStation showcase was ass.
Yeah.
Like,
we are Resident Evil 9 is a thing that's coming out. So that's cool, I guess, if you play Resident Evil.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Speaking of, hold on. Can we talk about Bethesda?
Not coming out with anything with Elder Scrolls 6?
No. Not even that. How are you going to give us a fishing DLC on 76 and be like, oh, yep, this is all we dropping this year? What?
Bruh.
I didn't even ask for fishing. Why are you...
Who the fuck wants to fish in a goddamn... what? I'm not eating the fish? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I get...
Gonna come out like 3 heads?
I get radiation from drinking fucking water. Why the hell would I want to eat fish?
Is it like a legit like fishing mini game? Because I know like when Final Fantasy 15, they had that fishing mini game. Everybody's like got deep into it. So is it like a legit fishing mini game or just?
I haven't played it yet. Like I'm upset, but yeah, it's like a fishing DLC. I think there's probably going to be like some missions and stuff around like fishing.
So it's going to be like fucking Skyrim. It's going to be like
that in Red Dead. I've been playing Red Dead and been fishing. Like, I'd rather do that.
It's going to be fucking Skyrim. They're going to give you like, oh, you have to catch these type of fish. Doesn't make any sense, right? You have to get a fishing rod and you're going to stand next to some water and just sit there and wait for this thing to vibrate so you can pull this shit out the water. Get the fuck out of here.
What happened to the remake? Y'all was hyping up this remake. We didn't get no Fallout remake at all. We got this little DLC. That's all we got.
And then I heard the Gears of War, the remake or the remastered, the online section of it was having some issues. I don't know if that got fixed on the kind of like on the trial or testing type shit. I heard that had some issues, Xbox is coming out with this stupid ass fucking handheld. We talked about this before. Get a fucking Steam Deck.
Yeah, that's
Damn Steam Deck. Save yourself some money. You can probably get one used and not have to deal with that bullshit.
Yeah.
And you know, gaming, I don't know where the fuck it's going. I don't know. I think a lot of people are playing older games, like are staying with old games and not playing new ones just because they know I know what I'm getting. I'm still playing Skyrim. I know what I'm getting. Mm-hmm. I'm not, gonna be surprised by some shit or anything like that. It's just, this relaxes me and this does well for me and this does it. You know, I can only think of, like, even for Nintendo, like, I know the Pokemon is coming out. They money grabbing. They do this every time. Every fucking time.
I'm a sucker for it. I admit, I am a straight sucker for. I would not be. I mean, I have no shame. I'm a sucker for Pokemon. I'm gonna be the idiot that's gonna buy the game every year and just like read the, feel bad about it just for a second until I cut the game on. That's just.
Me too, bro. Like I was talking about this. We talked about this last episode. I bought, when Sword and Shield came out, I bought that Pokeball that you can like plug a USB Type-C into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I bought that shit. That shit is in a drawer right now, not doing a goddamn thing. So I'm doing shit. It just looked cool. I was like, oh man, that's gonna be dope to put on my backpack. That's gonna be sick. You know,
I'm actually disappointed. As a big Final Fantasy guy, I got a chocobo tattoo on my leg. That's how much I love Final Fantasy. I just found out, like, for the Final Fantasy Tactics remake, that they basically not doing the newest PSP version, and they just doing the just the PS1 version, and they gonna make the PSP like content as DLC.
Yo, it's all money.
Yep, it's a money grab.
Yeah, I'm on the fence to say, are you going to go ahead and get it though? Because that's like one of my favorite Final Fantasies. When it just comes to strictly just through the story, I love the lore of Final Fantasy Tactics. So,
bro, you gonna get that thing?
Okay.
You get all the Metal Gear games. Yeah,
you gonna get that thing. You gonna get that thing. I'm sitting here saying I'm not gonna get Metal Gear Delta.
You are.
I'm gonna get it.
You are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that shit because I'm a huge fan, and I want to see what it looks like.
I think like Metal Gear is a special game for me because I remember like one of like the first gaming intros I was really like just stuck. Snake Eater 3, the intro of Snake Eater 3. I remember just like when I first saw that whole intro, I didn't replay like 6 times in a row before I hit the start button. Yeah. So because Chef's of kiss. Like I had so much like this, good like happy moments in gaming with that game, I kind of have to. It's just, I kind of have to give it a try.
Chef's kiss. Snake Eater is like, I mean, from the camouflage suits to being able to eat snakes and catch rabbits and frogs, like it's a beautiful fucking game, and it is the only thing that Konami has going for it. Oh yeah, Silent Hill is coming out, y'all. So be prepared for that shit. If you're into that shit, if you haven't played it, get the old one. I don't even know what to say anymore, dude. The gaming industry, I don't know.
It was just kind of weird that for me, the Xbox was banking on the game that they're banking on to like get people, which is Outer Wilds. Like, I haven't even finished it. It wasn't, and like when it came out originally, they wasn't even pushing it like that. It wasn't like it was like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. They were like, oh, here you go, and then like, but now you're banking on it to be your saving grace. I don't know. Just
I haven't played it, but is it worth getting into? You say
you like Fallout, so yes.
Oh, okay.
You would enjoy it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy.
But I mean, be serious. Like, if you like Fallout, you will like the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, I haven't finished. I rebought it, so I'm gonna go back and replay it. But like, a lot of those Fallout mechanics are in the game. The story is completely different. Like, none of that is but like the mechanics wise, yes, you. Like,
really, like I've been reading so many articles about Elder Scrolls or Elder Scrolls 6.
We ain't getting that.
And
no time soon.
I saw that we just they have started doing testing within the studio and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, like, you know how many people they made that announcement in 2018. 2018. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I kind of have a
that's our
question.
GTA.
I wonder, when they make these announcements, do they game sales go up just by a small percentage or something? Because people get the feeling that they want to go back and say, okay, so let me get back on Skyrim and
hell yeah. Because I think
okay.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think if they even bring up the word elder anything, people get excited. It's like,
I mean, you see how Oblivion did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People, I watch so many reactions to that, and it's coming out now. You can buy it right now. And people, look, I haven't heard shit about that game since.
I haven't played it in probably at least a month and a half.
It certainly is one of the games that if you play Skyrim, it's hard to go back and play that. Because I never, Skyrim was my first Elder Scrolls game I really dive deep into. So I just wonder, will it be a hard adjustment to try the older ones out?
Well, I mean, you could try the remaster. I would say the remaster would be a great place to start.
That old one, if you played the original, you're gonna be depressed.
Yeah.
You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna be mad as shit. I think when it comes to Bethesda goes off of nostalgia and fanboys and fangirls, right? They come out with a new Doom every couple years. People go crazy over it, and okay, that's done. We're going to come out with a new one. When it comes to anything that's dealing within the whole world of Tamriel and Skyrim and Morrowind and all that stuff, people go crazy for it because it's something that brings them that nostalgia. Bethesda knows how to, I don't want to say manipulate the mind, but it's something. I don't know what it is. Because, I don't know, if I hear Elder anything coming from anywhere.
I mean, come on, look at Elder Scrolls Online. That game is I
played that for a while.
I did too.
Played that shit for a long time.
Bought DLCs and everything.
Yep.
But that game is they still making DLCs now. It's crazy.
Have you ever played the Elder Scrolls card game? I did. That shit was dope. I love that thing, and they got rid of it. I was done. I was like, damn, this shit actually is pretty good. Playing on my phone and shit. This shit was dope. They got rid of it. Whatever, man.
Is the Elder Scrolls Online, did they made it free yet, or still? Oh,
no, you still gotta pay for that shit. Played it. Yeah, you still gotta pay for that thing, man. It ain't worth it. Just let that shit be. Just let that shit be. So, do you have anything else that you would like to ask Foxy?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
If I had a question, I could just hit him up and ask him my question.
All right, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we get it. Damn. All right, yeah, cool. So, before we go ahead and just, go off with all your socials and stuff. Let people know where they can find you and all that stuff.
UwuPapi, UwuPapi 760 is on TikTok, IG, and Twitch. I'm not active on Twitter. I'm not really that active on IG either, but definitely active on TikTok. I'm a little bit too active on TikTok. But right now, even though I am probably more known for cosplay, but I am definitely, most of my content is gaming related. I will post more cosplay out there, but I always try to let people know that it is a game, and I am a gamer at heart.
Yeah.
I mean, much as I love cosplay, gaming is just something, it just really just run deep with me and the family. So
awesome.
if you expecting cosplay, you're gonna get it every now and then. I just want to put that out there. But for the gaming, what you expect from me is just it's a lot of I rotate. I do a lot of whatever I'm feeling at the moment. I can just tell you this right now. Rematch will be. I've been loving it. I've been enjoying it. I've been playing the betas for the past couple of months. I've been on that like glue. Besides that, I love League of Legends. I'll tell you this: if you any League people, hit me up. I love to play with folks in League. But besides that, just that's it. Yeah. Just expect gaming content. I'm not sure.
Gotcha. Oh, also Marvel token fighting. I'm getting that shit because that shit looks amazing. All right. We can talk about it another time. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Carolina Otaku Podcast. Definitely want to thank our guest Van for coming through.
Appreciate it.
Very, very much. Greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Peace.